Hello everybody and welcome back. Welcome to day 8 of Eat, Shrink and Be Merry in lockdown. How are you doing? I hope things are starting to shift and you're starting to think and be aware. So today is all about the skinny on sauces, dressings and dips. And yes, I have another thing from social media. I'm in my high-tech world here in my home, but I do want you to read this. I thought it was funny, but it makes a point. So I stepped off the scale this morning and it said, please use social distancing, one person at a time. Now, not only is that just funny, but the reason it's funny to me is because couldn't be more true than to do with sauces and dressings and dips. Because if you think about it, whether it's you now or you have done or you still do, sometimes the sauces and the dressings can make up far more in calorie, fat, sugar content than the meal itself, which is ridiculous. Your sauces and dressings are supposed to complement the meal, not be the meal or more than the meal. So what can we do about it? That's the key thing. I certainly know myself from being a cordon bleu cook in France and Greece with all the sauces and dressings and, oh my God, amazing food. But definitely those sauces can put on the weight, as I did. So how can we still have all that wonderful flavor and texture and sauces, but without all the fat and the sodium and the calories and the carbs? For health reasons as well as weight reasons. Okay, let's of course first recap on yesterday when we talked about all things alcoholic and non-alcoholic, lockdown libations. Did you rethink your drink of choice, your go-to drink? Maybe you're having a drink last night. You know, looking forward, it's going to be beautiful weather this week. Maybe you'll go outside and have a drink or, you know, throw some windows and doors open, whatever it is for you. Rethink your drink or rethink your mixer. If it's a non-alcoholic drink, instead of automatically reaching for the sugar-laden one, what else can you have instead? And next time you go shopping, whether it be online, good luck with that, or in store, think about what you're reaching out for and filling in your basket or your trolley. Okay, all right. Okay, so when it comes to sauces and dressings and dip, it's the same as everything else. You've got to think about what it is you're eating, what's in it, how much you're having, and how often. Simple as that. Now, obviously you can make them and you can buy them. When you make them, in order to make them healthier, you can just choose healthier ingredients. You've got many low-fat milks, cream cheeses, creams, yogurts, all sorts of different ingredients that you can make healthy swaps or substitutes. And again, there are a plethora of recipes online to make dishes and sauces low-fat, low carb, whatever it might be for you. So think on that if you make your own dishes. I'm going to make a few suggestions and everything as we go along, but the key thing is for you to think about what you can swap out. All right, if you buy them, a huge thing to realize is not all sauces, dressing and dips are created equal. Even though they have the same name and look the same, they are not. For example, next time you go maybe shopping in store or even online, you can look up the nutritional information. Let's look at tomato-based pasta sauce. Pick 5 of them and they'll all be on the shelves at the same place. Look at the ingredients. Look at the top 3 or 4 ingredients. They'll tell you because they go in quantity. So the first ingredient is the most that's in there. And then look at the fat, carb and the sugar content per serving. Very key per serving because they change their servings to change the amounts to, again, try and fool you if you're looking for that. So they change drastically between same looking pasta, tomato-based pasta sauces. Thinking they're tomato-based, you think they'd be healthy. But no, have a look. And the key thing in bought sauces and dressings and dips is not only the calories and carbs and fat and sugar, but the sodium content and the high fructose corn syrup. Sodium is one of the silent killers worldwide, and your sauces and everything are very high in sodium. And high fructose corn syrup or HFS HFSC is loaded in all these things, and it's not just the one-offs or the small amounts, it's the quantity, because they're in everything. If you open your fridge door right now, pretty much guarantee most things will have high fructose corn syrup, and some will have very high sodium content. So you want to be very aware immediately of how much you're using and how often. And then when you next go shopping, have a look for some alternatives, or think about making your own. Sauces are very easy, and dressings. Or again, I'm going to give you some other ideas. So really be aware of what you're putting in your body yourselves. Okay, let's go through some options so we can get straight down to it. An easy option to throw on to make a sauce is to use soups, actually. This isn't a very good example, it's just the only one I had left. I don't really have tin soups, again it was just like an emergency thing, but soups are really good to make sauces and dressings. But again, pick wisely. All your soups are not created equal. So look at the label per serving. I only tend to look at the carbs and the fat, because the carbs will give away the sugar content. So you only need to look at those two numbers per serving, and it will give you an idea. But soups are very good. They're sort of the lazy man sauces. What can I say? It works. Some other ones that work for sauces or dressings, I found these ones here. They're called So Good Be Good. So Good Be Good. Hey, it's all been good. And I found them in Sainsbury's, I think. I'm sure you can get things online. There's many low-fat, low-carb sauces online, but these were just in. So they had this one, which is a honey and mustard dressing, and a balsamic one. They're fairly okay. So I like those. You can use them on cooked meals, in salads for dressings, stir fries, everything like that. I also found these, and I can't find them anymore, so maybe they're online. And this says a sugar-free sauce, and they did a barbecue sauce, which is just great. Yeah, so I can't find them anymore. What are they called? Blino? Oh, no, can't read it. I can't read it. Anyway, there we go. Yep, nope, can't read it. Anyway, maybe you can if you can zoom in on that. But the other ones are, well, as I've mentioned before, are Walden Farms. You buy them online. A little bit expensive because I actually think they originated in America, but they do everything. Only get the ones that are in bottles like this, just from my experience, unless they've improved them. Anything like the mayonnaises and everything in a jar, I don't find so good, just not a good taste at all. But all the dressings and sauces that you can use for everything, stir fry and everything, they're just made of waters, vinegars, herbs and spices. So they're calorie free, carb free. Yes, some do have some artificial sweeteners, but apart from that, because it's water, vinegars, herbs and spices, it's not so bad for you, and they're great. So highly recommend those. Of course, don't forget that peanut butter makes a great satay sauce, and with this one in particular, and I only keep holding this one up because it's the only one I've got, but because it's powdered, you can water it down as much as you want, which makes a great sauce, again, for stir fry or dipping or something. So that's a really good idea. And of course, 90% less fat, super duper. Don't forget as well, on the side, maybe think about not having a dressing or a sauce over your food. Have it on the side. I know it's a very American thing to order everything on the side, but hey, it's a good idea. So mustards are fantastic. You can get, I've got one here with honey. It's one of my favorite Dijon mustards. There's so many different mustards, but they're fantastic because they're strong in flavor. And again, you put these in yogurt and they make great sauces and dips. So have at it with that. Also, I found another good thing, balsamic vinegars, and of course this is empty, I need another one. You can get many of them, all different ages and tastes and flavours. And not only is that great in stir fries and on cooked food and everything, and then maybe on top you can sprinkle some Parmesan cheese. And again, that's just a nice combination where it gives you the zap and the flavour of something else and some moisture and some additional flavour with the Parmesan cheese, but no, not really the fat and calories of everything else. And the heaviness of some sauces as well. So that, something else to have on the side. And again, sorry, it's my squash one, I can't squash back. Lighter mayonnaise. and just put it on the side. Again, you can mix in some mustard, and that makes a great little just side sauce. So that works really well. And of course, if you want to make your own vinaigrettes, anything mixed with olive oil, vinegar, a little bit of mustard, salt and vinegar, any herbs and spices you want to put in, a great dressing. So easy to knock together at home. So there are so many things that you can do to make it healthier for you, your health, your well-being, your energy. Also, other things I would do, don't forget takeouts, the sauces and dressings in takeouts. Yeah, that can be bad, not only with the MSG, so find a takeout place that doesn't use MSG. It should be on their website or they'll tell you. And then when you choose your meals, because for example, like Chinese, you can get some great meals. It doesn't have to be bad for you, but remember to look for the sauce it's in and really go for non-creamy sauces or just have less of it. Anyway. You know, maybe if you do have it with a sauce and when you unpack it at home, use one of those serrated spoons to put it onto your plate, then you'll have less of the sauce. And then you can choose how much sauce you have rather than just dumping it all on, and you'll probably eat what's on there because it's on your plate. Just an idea. Okay, dips. A lot of the dips, again, are not created equal. Normally your hummus, your guacamole, your tzatziki, which is a really good dip, by the way. If you don't know what that is, it's just basically natural yogurt with cucumber and a bit of lemon juice. It's a Greek dip, and it's fantastic. So you can use that as well. You can make your own really easily. But the thing I like about, and I know I keep bringing this up, so you're probably tired of seeing this by now, but the reason this Greek yogurt is consistency of this one is fantastic for a dip. You can do so many things with this in cooking and sauces and dips. So I'd recommend this one in particular. You've probably got that one by now, that idea by now. If you do go for salsa, salsas vary as much as pasta sauces, so pick the one that's right for you. Look at the label, look at the ingredients, and choose the healthiest one. So that is really it on dips, because you just have to really, again, investigate, see what's right for you, see what you want to use, see what suits your taste buds, and just become, again, your own sleuth detective to do with sauces, dressings, and dips. But I think that's given you some idea and awareness for really what's going on out there. You really need to watch that sodium and the high fructose corn syrup. They're killers, and that's not good in quantity. If it's in every sauce and dressing you have, be aware. All right, so if anything else, just reduce the amount, put it on the side. And I think that should, as I say, it's a complement to your food. It's not supposed to be the main dish or overtake it by a huge amount in numbers of everything else it has in it. Okay, all right, so tomorrow is question time. Do send me your questions below, or you can email me at dawn@nakedhealth.com. That's dawn@nakedhealth.com. It's in the brief under every video. And again, please do share around with everybody. The more the merrier. I just want to get this message out so everybody can just feel better in lockdown isolation and just be happier within themselves, so they exude a happier being. All right, so hopefully see you same time tomorrow, same place, with some great questions and answers. I've got some great information to share with you. See you then. Bye for now.